Hey everyone, welcome back to Comic Book Corner, and this is your host, Spider Slayer. That's right, guys, and we are back, and we're getting ready to do another Walking Dead rewind. That's right, guys, we are doing The Walking Dead issue number 13. I am hopefully trying to get back on a more consistent basis with this Walking Dead rewind series. I finally have all my comics over from the old house, so with that being said, I have all my Walking Dead back issues and trades, so hopefully we can at least do one once a week. So, with that being said, we are doing today The Walking Dead issue number 13. Last we left off, right exactly where the show left off, Herschel's farm. We abandoned it. Everyone left Herschel's farm. Glenn was left behind. Now we come to the story arc that has to do with the prison, and it's called Safety Behind Bars. In our last issue, this was the image that you saw. You saw the image of the prison. So, with that being said, we are going to get started with this highly anticipated volume of The Walking Dead. Alright, so if you guys are following by trade, this is the trade that you would want to get in this volume. This is volume 3, again, Safety Behind Bars. And if you're following by back issues, this is obviously the one that you would want to get, which is this issue right here. Okay? So, let's get started. So right away, our group breaks through the prison gates with the RV. They saw this prison. They're all excited about it. They're like, oh, hell yeah, this could be a perfect life for us. But right away, we find out that the prison is obviously surrounded by zombies. And you can't live in an area with zombies. And the saving grace for our heroes, though, is that this prison has a huge fence. It actually has like double fences. If they can get them to work, they'll be solely protected. But what they have to do is they have to, manually close the fences right now, and they have to figure out how to barricade themselves and things like that. And most importantly, Tyrese and Rick, they have to team up together, and they have to take out the zombies that is inside the prison. Now, Andrea makes a big deal about this whole issue, and she says, you know what? I feel that I'm part of the group. I have to be with you guys. I am the best shot in the entire group. Rick has no problems with that. So what we see in the issue is that right away, Rick, Tyrese, and everybody else in here is just taking out these zombies. And you can see that they're hacking them. Tyrese is using his hammer and he's hacking them. He's like, hack, hack, hack. And you can see that they're just chomping away at each and every zombie. There must have been like hundreds of zombies that come here. Because when you look here, they're just all over the ground. And all of a sudden, you hear more moans. Because they hear the gunshots and you hear, oh, oh, and they come out. And the next thing you see here is you see a whole shitload of zombies coming out here. Oh, and all of a sudden, Tyrese, Andrea, and Rick are just like, oh my God, what the hell? And it's just so funny again in these characters, just how far they are compared to where the book is now. Rick makes statements in the book saying that these guys still shock me when I see them. They're still a little cautious at how they kill them. So it's just all about the zombies right now in the series, and always finding a place to live. Andrea is sent to go get bullets so they don't run out of bullets and ammunition, and you can see that Rick and Tyrese are trying to do headshots only to take care of the zombies. Great artwork, very good zombie detail with bullets hitting in the head. They're just dropping like flies. Rick gets his axe and takes care of them here. And Tyrese is just like, dude, I don't like this, bro. There's just too many of them. And Rick is just like, hold on, she's getting more bullets. Don't lose me here. You know, let's keep it together. Alan is on patrol, and he's still mourning over everything. And you hear, blam, blam. And he's crying. You can see the tears there. And Andrea's like, Alan. And she's screaming. And she's going over, and she's like, help me, I need the gate. Get the gate open. I need more bullets right now. And this guy, Tyrese's daughter's boyfriend, he's a little prick. And he's just sitting there going, he's like, I'm 17. I should be out there. I'm pretty good at target practice. I don't need to be in here frickin' babysitting. And Carl's just like, you shouldn't cuss. That's bad. You're not a full adult. And even Carl is so, like, devolved at this point, like in these back issues. And this guy Chris, he's sitting there going, shut up, brat. And then you can see she's upset. You know, she's like, don't do that. And so Carl and Sophia, they go to play goldfish. And the little funny scene is that Sophia says, oh, and do you want to be my boyfriend? And Carl's like, no way, gross, you're disgusting. Go fish. So they're playing fish. And even like Carl, he looks different drawn at this point in the series. So there's a lot of differences in the series now. You know, and all you hear is gunshots, and Carol and Lori are discussing. They're saying, oh, you know what, Rick, they're fine. We got to get used to this, and this could be a new life for us. And that's what, you know, Carol says. And Lori's like, God, how many times have I said that already, you know? And so it's just one of those things that they're just doing their best to survive at this point. You can see that there's more gunshots going on. And finally, it looks like they're all done coming out of the prison. And you can see that there's a big pile of them right there, just laying on the ground. And Rick is just like, oh, well, Andrew, you think that's all of them? And then Rick just takes one shot in the air, blam! And to see if there's anybody. They're just waiting to see if any more come out. They're waiting. Nothing, just a big pile of dead zombies. You can see them all just piled out of the door. It was easy to pick them off when they're coming out of prison because they only had one way of exit. So it was pretty easy for them to take them out at that point. The group has no food at this point. So in the morning, they're just waiting out till the morning. And they're just waiting to see, you know, get some energy, regroup, and they're trying to go inside the prison, make their way inside to see if they can find food at this time. Tyrese just makes a comment saying, God, if I have to sleep in that RV, I'm going to shoot myself. And, you know, they're tired of packing in that RV. Lori, at this point, every morning, she's having morning sickness. She complains about it. That's more like dry heaving because there's just no food to eat. So everyone's very optimistic. They're all upbeat. They're all anxious to get inside. Rick, at this point, is just discussing, giving everyone duties. Watch the RV. Tyrese and himself are going to go in the prison now, and they're basically going to see if there's any zombies, if there's food, if it's safe, so the group can basically just start living again. So as they make their way in the prison, they find out that it's not dark. It's a very livable place. There's lots of light. Tyrese was concerned about living in the dark. You see your stray zombies here and there. You know, they pick one off. There's a couple hanging out here. Tyrese hits him in the head with a hammer. Whack! You know, you can see that there. And again, they're discussing how these guys still scare them. And Tyrese's like, not me. I'm over these fuckers, you know. So towards the last issue, they go into the most important part, cafeteria. And they're discussing, all right, what's our entry strategy? What are we going to do? You know, we got their guns. They got their guns against the wall. They're like, as soon as we open the doors, we're going to back up, and we're just going to blah, 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 just like we did before. And they're like, okay. So they open the door, and you hear them. They're like, go! And then all of a sudden, they're like, huh? And the next thing you see is that I see this one page here, and it says, hey, you guys want some meatloaf? Slice of meatloaf over here. And it's an empty cafeteria with 4 new characters. Who these characters are, you guys will just have to wait until issue 14 if you have not read the series before. So, guys, that is the end of issue number 13 of The Walking Dead. I'm glad I could do this rewind issue with you. This is the beginning of a great story arc that is going to come. If you guys have not read the series and not familiar with it, it will surely be upcoming in the season's episodes of The Walking Dead on the TV series. But this is just the beginning. They're just going to get settled in here in their prison and you know, get their lives started here, which hopes for them to be a brand new start. But for all of you guys who are familiar with this story, it doesn't end up that way. And for you guys that are not familiar, look forward to it. Okay? So this story holds up. It is very good. It still interests me today. It's a 5 out of 5. And look forward to issue number 14, hopefully sometime next week, guys. Okay? So, guys, thank you for watching The Walking Dead Rewind, and thank you for watching Comic Book Corner. This is Spider Slayer signing out. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.